Welcome to another edition of Plug In with Avi and Kyle. We are Avi and Kyle, Internet's odd couple, who happen to be your best source for everything that's anything, tech, news, product reviews. Thank you for coming to our 15th episode, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Episode 5th Dizzle, Avi.
15.
15, yeah. Or
Wow.
5th Dizzle, yeah.
All right,
yeah,
5th Dizzle. Okay.
See, we like it when you say that.
I kept my mouth shut so you can keep your thoughts together.
So, again, this is our 15th show here at OC Digital Studio, this awesome studio that lets us project things in the background. We're actually on a green screen. If you tuned into one of our shows with the chef,
Yeah,
you
Chef
can see that
Miera Sunshine.
not Miera, Maria.
Maria Sunshine.
So you can check them out at ocdigital.com and get all the information, schedule a time to come in and use their studio. It's awesome. The crew is awesome. Avi's awesome. I'm awesome. Everybody's just
Every
awesome.
now and then.
Yeah. And if you want to see more of our shows, you can check us out on iTunes or YouTube by searching for Plug In with Avi and Kyle. You can also check us out on our website at pluginpod.tv.
Yes.
So, episode 5th Dizzle.
That is 15 in English.
That's 15 in English. And we have some pretty cool guests this week, Avi.
Yes.
We're on a roll here, buddy.
Well, let
We're
me
on
see.
a roll. We're rolling.
We are rolling, and we are going down.
We're going quickly
rolling.
downhill. We were just talking about going downhill mentally. This week we have some great guests. Improv. He doesn't want me to call him an improv god, but I know for a fact he's a great improv teammate.
Oh, okay.
And that's what's important. He's got a great team that help support him, and he supports them.
them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we also have, joining us via Skype for the second time we've had somebody on
Skype, yeah.
is Amber Scott and Robert Snow.
Okay.
And she's like inspiration. Like, it's amazing what her transformation.
Yes. And that's the same person that went on diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yeah. We'll get more into that when we
teacher,
talk
yeah.
to them. But I've wasted enough time just yammering about. Let's welcome Anthony Nitz to the show. Anthony, welcome to the show.
Anthony.
Hello.
Anthony.
Anthony,
you guys?
you are an improv guy
I'm an improv guy.
at
yeah.
Improv City.
At Improv City. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
You're number 6.
Number 6. That's my number.
I thought you are on an aircraft carrier or something. Number
No,
6.
you know what? This number actually, because you're a vet, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this actually has significance for my veteran years too. So.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Very
okay.
nice.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh well. Okay. Well, I'll tell you. So when I was in the Army, the battalion that I was in. Every leader of every level, whether it was a platoon, a company, or the battalion, their call sign ended with the number 6. And for the last 3 months of my enlistment, I got to drive the company commander around in his Jeep, right?
Yeah.
We're out in the mud everybody else getting nasty, dirty, and I've got shiny boots, right? And so my call sign was Black 6. And so it's so Black
shirt.
6.
With a 6. Hey.
Black 6. So,
Hey.
so it was good. So
And black is
Suck
our
it.
color in this studio.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. We love black here.
Yeah.
So how did you get started? What made you Army.
Army.
And improv. Army improv. How did you get A to B there?
Army can be quite humorous
Yeah,
at times when you get into the politics of it and everything. No, you know what? I got out of the Army and just did a variety of jobs and career paths and all that stuff and got into the real estate business. Been doing the real estate business for a long time. But then at one point in time, people would say to me, they go, "Hey, Anthony, well, what hobbies do you do?" And I go, "I sell real estate." My wife's like, "No, go get a freaking hobby. Go do something."
Hobbies, not real estate.
And yeah, because she was like, you every time we're with somebody, if they say the word "how," you think they're talking about a house.
Yeah.
And you start talking about a house. Shut up, right? And so they said, "Oh, go get a hobby. Go get a hobby."
Yeah.
And so I said, "Okay, fine." And then I started watching Whose Line Is It Anyway on
Yeah,
TV.
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. And I thought, I want to do some comedy, and I went and I took a stand-up comedy class from Barry Weisenberg, who great stand-up comedy, one-liners, just popping them off all day long. And I took the class. I thought, man, that's a lot of fun. And I went and did some stand-up at some clubs and everything. But it was it was just not the environment I wanted to be in. The bars and the nightclubs and and all stuff. And also, let me tell you something about stand-up comedians at these places. Those guys take their business serious.
They are tougher than real estate agents.
You don't even know. If you're there actually just having fun and making people laugh, they think you're cutting in on their action. You know, they're like, yeah. And so I just said, okay, I don't want to do that. And I found out about Improv City. They're a local troupe, and the thing that appealed to me was that they're, family friendly, clean comedy. Which, if you go back to all the great comedians in all history, they didn't use vulgarity or sex or bathroom jokes to get their laughs. Which we don't. So
but bathroom jokes are so funny.
They can be.
But improv is a little harder than stand-up comedy, because stand-up comedy, you memorize your lines and you go there and you just time the delivery and
Well, I don't know about that. I filmed a short documentary of some guys doing trying to start stand-up at a bar. That was rough.
Dealing with the crowd,
Oh man!
If you have bad material, you're.
Well, it didn't matter what the material these guys had. It was a couple years ago during the Stanley Cup playoffs, and they turned the game off to do comedy. Oh, no. And the bar lost it.
Well then,
man.
You started with their own format because you're cutting off on something more important.
And the comedy is all about timing, and turning the Stanley Cup playoffs is not good timing.
Oh man, it was. Brutal.
So we go back to timing is the most important part,
right? Yeah, absolutely.
But so improv, you're working with Improv City, and it's comedy based, of course, because it's improv.
That's right,
for the most part. We had another comedian on here or not on our show, but he was on
Passion Driven.
Passion Driven.
Yeah,
and his alter ego when he wasn't doing comedy was real estate.
Yeah, real estate and mortgage.
And I have a feeling, and that's what you do.
It's getting out.
So, is this a common thing? Like, so the people in your, what's it called, a troupe, group, team?
Troupe.
Yeah. Are they also all real estate?
No.
The office.
Hey, you know what? The only reason I do real estate is so I have, so I can sleep in and still make a lot of good money, right? And I get to do comedy. But no, everybody in our troupe, they have their own lives and everything. We've got everything from CEOs of companies all the way down to retail.
So
employees.
It's more as a hobby than a profession, or
I have to imagine some people are going as a profession.
Yeah, well, to be clear, everybody in the troupe is a professional.
Yeah,
because we're all professionally trained. We're all we get paid to do what we do. The big question is, do we make a living at it? You guys know this is comedy, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So we don't really pay our bills with it, but yeah, we all do it. It's a labor of love. It's a passion. It's something we all love to do.
So I seen few shows. They go off the cuff and they start with a subject that somebody even picked from the audience.
Yes.
How do you get prepared to expand on it? What's the secret?
Well, first of all, just to create a definition between stand-up comedy and improv comedy. Stand-up comedy, like you said, is routine. Memorized. It's a script. You see that same guy 5 different times,
and he will
probably
same line.
See the same show.
Yeah, same lines, same delivery.
With improv, it's all off the cuff.
Yeah,
and there's a few rules in improv. If you know some of the rules in improv, you can pretty much pull it off. Pretty easily with a little bit of practice and stuff. I mean, and when you're doing scenes and things like that, one of the things is you have to create a location, establish a location, right? Because you got to realize you're on a stage with there's no background, there's no scenery, you have to help people visualize. Oh, they're standing at a bus stop.
Yes.
And then you have to create a relationship with the person that is in the scene with you. So somebody's walking in and they go, hey, hey, Joe, good to see you again. Going to take the bus to work, right? Now they know we have some sort of relationship. And then finally you got to, creating some sort of conflict oftentimes is what heightens the scene and takes it to another level and stuff. So those are just some really super simple basic rules of improv.
Okay.
And we practice that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But even I have seen like they can come with a song out of their head and start rattling the song. And a couple days ago, I saw one guy, he literally can they just have the beat and he can change the words instant. And I guarantee you he couldn't repeat them back again.
That's right.
That's game, that's it.
Yeah.
One thing that we're all really good at is emptying our heads.
Okay.
Because if you go into it with a preconceived notion of
Yeah,
hey,
you're
this is
stuck.
what I'm going to do, and then all of a sudden it makes a slight turn left, you just destroyed everything.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you have to be just completely blank when you go in.
So can you, if I start a subject, can you carry it from there and take over and interact with me on it?
Yeah, oh sure. Yeah.
So that's the whole idea. Sometimes you have to have some stuff in the back of the brain, not just emptying what's on your brain.
Well, it's about reaction.
Okay.
So you say something, I'm going to react to you in whatever way I choose, whether it's in a funny way or just real life. Sometimes real life is more funny than anything else. So it's about reacting.
So you perform at Improv City, correct? Now, does your troupe have a name?
Improv City.
Improv City.
Yeah.
So Improv City.
At ImprovCityOnline.com, just in case you're wondering.
Just making sure. Yeah.
So is this like a house, like a place you go and do your shows, or?
We actually have. We lease the space above Irvine Lanes. It's called Back Bay Conference Center. I know it's kind of like above a bowling alley. It's weird, but we're working on getting our own theater, and.
Above a bowling alley is not weird. I had some of the best Korean food I've ever had under a bowling alley in Alaska. No joke.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Some of the best Korean food I've ever had. So above a bowling alley is not that weird. Yeah.
But that's where we perform. We perform every Friday and Saturday nights, 7:30 and 9:30, and then we've got our Thursday show is at 7 o'clock. I'm sorry. May have that wrong, 7 or 7:30, but you can find out at ImprovCityOnline.com. Just
ImprovCityOnline.com.
The same group performs in all the.
We've got 27 cast members.
Wow!
So we're constantly rotating. And we all rotate in positions of performing, hosting, tech, all that stuff. So
I like the fact that the name of the group is Improv City because there's all those old jokes from like Friends and those other where it's like assorted nuts or
right.
A pack of bananas or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that you didn't come up with
some weird name.
Yeah, some cheesy like name. Yeah.
Right.
So that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And real estate, improv, Army. What's your favorite thing about being part of the cast? Let's do that because you told me before we came in here, it really is about the team.
Yeah. Absolutely. When you're doing stand-up comedy, it's all about you, and you're trying to look good and be highlighted. But when you're doing improv, it's always about making everybody else look good. Because you got to think about it. So if there's 3 of us in this scene, and my focus is to make you 2 look good, your focus is to make us 2 look good, and your focus is to make how can you lose?
Lose, yeah.
How can you lose, right?
Yeah.
And probably my favorite thing, my business that I'm in, it can be stressful.
Yeah.
And there's times when we go to practice or we go to do a show when I've had a rough day. I'll tell you what, the second I get there is...
Rough day is over.
Rough day is over. It's so much fun. And the people there, they all, same thing with them. They just shed everything and just, let's have a good
focus.
time.
Yeah, focus to be in the moment.
Absolutely.
Team is very important in improv. There's no I in improv. No, that's good. It's good to know that you guys.
Okay, spelling bee there.
No, it's good because we had some stuff up for your lower thirds, and then you were like, "No, you can't do that because you don't want to upset the rest of the team." So, I mean, it's obvious that that's really important, and I can't imagine like being able to go up there and perform in front of an audience when everyone's like, this freaking guy doesn't care about what's going on with us. Yeah. Why would we feed him good material?
Yeah, so now that you said it, you got to tell him what you were going to put on the lower third.
I was going to put Improv God.
Yeah, no, not happening.
And he said, nope.
Way.
So, so we'll just, good improv teammate. Solid team member.
We can't say improv son of God, then we might
get... Yeah, we could.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a little bit.
we could do that. Or
how about just improv servant?
There you go. Improv servant.
Yes,
servant of the people.
So now to a more serious topic. How did you get to real estate? Was it the improv that got you to real estate, or the other way around?
No.
I couldn't even figure that correlation out.
Yeah. No, I did. I started.
Well,
real
sometimes
estate.
you go crazy in real estate, so you need an outlet.
Well, that's what he said
true.
before, right? Your wife was like, "You got to have a hobby."
Yeah, get out.
Yeah, yeah, get out,
of
get
here and go do
out.
something.
Well, we're coming to the end of your segment, which I don't like. 15 minutes goes by way too fast. That is fast. That is a fast 15 minutes. But before we get you out of here, I'd like you to take a couple minutes or whatever you need to talk into the camera and tell people where they can find you, show dates, how they can get to a show, all that stuff. So
Okay, great.
take it
So,
away.
yeah, ImprovCityOnline.com. You can find all of our show times, all of our different places where we perform. We do remote, so company parties. We'll perform in your living room if you want us to. As long as you pay us, we'll be there. We are looking for a theater, so if you happen to have a big empty space, you want to let some guys come and perform some great improv, let us know.
Okay.
And yeah.
Very cheap.
I got a lot of free space in here.
Yeah.
And it's
not
dark.
enough.
And it's nice
You got
and dark.
you got a
for
big head, so we might fit. We might. Yeah.
All right. Well, we have been here with Anthony Nitz from Improv City. We're going to go to commercial break, and we'll see you right afterwards when we come back with our Skype guests. See you later. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Feels good. I feel good today, Avi.
Kyle's second win.
My second win. In the second half of the show, the coffee kicks in.
Yeah.
The motivation kicks in.
Okay.
Plus, I missed you so much, Avi. You were gone for almost a whole week.
I didn't harass you for a week. You didn't
I know
have
you
to
didn't
worry
harass
about
me for a week. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was just sitting at my desk, like waiting for you to come by and say something, and you never did
Yep.
because you were sick with the flu.
Yes. Yes. I don't know how I got it, but I ended up catching it.
Sounds to me like it's the kissing.
Well,
disease.
you know what? When you are with 150,000 people from all around the world,
Yeah, at CES.
and I did my damnedest not to touch anything, not to do anything, not to go anywhere. And I don't know, I sat in one place and my eye started itching. And I started itching my eye, put drops. And after that, literally, I felt it like something.
Sounds
washing
like you were
or not
poisoned.
washing.
You
Yep.
were, there was a conspiracy
Yep,
against
that's
Avi.
it.
Well, welcome back to the show. Of course,
Thank
this
you.
is Plug In with Avi and Kyle. We're back from the commercial break, and we are proud and excited to have with us Amber and Robert. From creatingadestiny.com. How's it going, guys?
Great.
Well, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Robert, you look fantastic as you did when we were just as fantastic as even better in the shirt, but you're not flexing like you promised me you would because we have to make sure. See, for those of you who don't know, we did a pre-call with them to test everything out, of course. And every time I was talking, I was only talking to Amber. And so to make sure that Robert gets some recognition and some attention, I just wanted to make sure he showed his muscles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's where the muscle issue came.
Yeah. So I was hoping he would wear like maybe like a Coors Light shirt with no sleeves. But, that's just his... No, leave it on. You leave it on. So, Amber, people, if they haven't checked out your website, which go and check out the website, creatingadestiny.com, you weighed approximately or close to 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And you decided one day, I read your website, your bio, and one day you just couldn't take it anymore. You said either you've got to do this or that's it.
Yeah. The top quote on the page of my story on it, my longer version of my story, says, rock bottom is the foundation I built my life on, or something along those lines. And that's pretty much what happened. I got to a point where there was no other real choice in my mind than taking control of my life. So that's a long story. I don't know that you want all that happening on your 15-minute show, but
yeah. So, I just think it's good for the viewers to have some background. And I got to tell you, girl, hey, you look fantastic. What? Fist bump, boom, there you go. No, that's something to definitely be proud of. And I think that we started this show, and our first couple shows, I said I wanted to lose weight. And we were kind of tracking my progress for a while, and I just couldn't keep up with it. But seeing people like you and hearing from people like you, I know gives me motivation, and I know that any of our viewers who are in kind of the same boat, it also gives them motivation.
Yep. I have one question for Amber. I know some of the gaining weight, some of it is genetic. I mean, there's babies that they are born 10, 15 pounds, and they grow big bones. There's no way for them, no matter what they eat, they're going to carry the weight. In your case, was it that reason you were big boned initially, or just ate without being conscious of what you're eating?
Well, I was actually really overweight as a child, but
okay.
I personally don't believe that it was genetic. I would say it was environmental.
Environment
was large, but I don't think I inherited their genetics. I think I inherited their poor habits.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, because I see now, even if you look at the population now and about 20, 30, 40 years ago, you see the difference. And I know some of the foods and the additives and the whole thing and the lifestyle we developed, it's contributing more and more to our unhealthy way of life. I can see it. I mean, when I was in the Consumer Electronics Show, I saw so many people, young-looking people with scooters sitting because they were overweight and they couldn't do the walking the show. And I couldn't tell if they were handicapped, but they weren't, because you can rent these scooters, and people, the bigger people were renting them to go tour because they couldn't walk.
Yeah, we work with a lot of people that you have these habits when you're younger, and keep having those habits, so you get to a certain age, and all of a sudden you start dealing with weight problems, and you've never had that your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to work with them to prevent and get past these habits to get where they want to be.
Yeah. So if you're feeling that way, or you're seeing people like that, or if you are like that, or even like me, I'm semi-active, but I've just gotten to a sedentary lifestyle. You are the people to call for that. I mean, you are like the Ghostbusters, the Fat Busters.
Fat Buster, yeah.
Right? So tell us, walk us through your business and kind of tell us that's what we're here to find out about. So tell us about it.
Okay. Well, you introduced us as Creating a Destiny, and that is sort of our brand. And the reason why I didn't name it myself, because I started the business before Snow. Oh, I call him Snow, by the way. That might weird out everybody. But he goes by his last name, so for the most part, in our world. So before Snow actually came in, so I started the business, and everyone says brand it as your name. And to me, that would be my brand. But Creating a Destiny is a movement. The whole concept is that you get to be in charge of everything in your life. You get to create your own destiny. Genetics be damned, or those habits that you had when you were a kid be damned, or you didn't have the education, you didn't have the background, whatever, to get where you want to go. So my business breaks up into certain parts, and Snow helps with the health and fitness part for the most part. So we have the personal development side, because I do believe in personal growth, and luckily we've gone on that journey together, which has been really awesome. So I'm really about working on the inside as much as the outside, because in my opinion, you don't get an extra 100 pounds on your body because you're doing awesome emotionally and mentally. It just doesn't happen, right? So, and then there's the health and fitness side. Just because for me, having what you want and having that freedom and being able to create your own destiny requires that you be able to physically use your body at some level. People see things they want to do. I have a girl who emailed me this morning who's desperate to go travel, but she's afraid that she can't fit into a plane seat. And so, to give people the choice, I think that health and fitness is really important. And then the third part that is really, really important in creating your own destiny is financial freedom. And that's the third kind of section of our business, is helping people get out of debt, helping people bring in an income. So as we start teaching people those things.
So Amber, that's a large part of your story, not just the fact that you lost all of the weight, but the fact that you were depressed and you were bankrupt, and those were also obstacles that you needed to deal with before you could even get into the weight loss. And so on our show, we won't bring on products we haven't tried and are real, and we won't bring on, we wouldn't bring you guys on if it was just a gimmick. This is a real 3 kind of prong approach to getting not just an overweight person skinny, but to getting their whole life on track. Mm-hmm. Right?
It is. And there's a reason when people ask me what's my job title, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. Life transformation specialist is usually what I say, mm-hmm. because I don't believe you can have, one without the other 2 mm-hmm. also being worked on. And if you have 2 of 3, the other one's going to come in line, and it's an overall approach. So,
mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're helping these individuals go from not just physical freedom, but freedom of their entire life. And you're, like you said, you're giving control back to these people over every aspect of their life, and not just weight loss. Not
just a diet and go home, but it has to be a complete battle mm-hmm. or approach, mm-hmm. mental, physical, as well as picking the right stuff to eat, and exercising your mind to avoid all these.
And I like what I like about your approach is one facet facilitates the other. Like you said, you're not going to lose a bunch of weight and keep it off if you don't feel good about yourself and you don't feel good about your standing. It's that emotional eating thing. You lost all this weight, but then it's like, oh man, I can't pay my bills this month. Maybe I'll just go get McDonald's real quick.
It's true. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, our segment's coming to an end here with you guys, and I hate that it is. We have to have you back, but please take this last minute to throw everyone out your website and tell everyone where they can reach you, how they can get a hold of you, and join this, what I'd like to hopefully call is the new phenomenon, something that spreads across the United States, the world.
So again, it's Amber and Robert. So Creating a Destiny. You can find us on Facebook under Creating a Destiny. It's actually /Amber's Fitness, but Creating a Destiny will come up. I also have Instagram, Pinterest. My website is Creating a Destiny. It's all the same name. Mm-hmm. And really, we would just love to work with anyone who wants to work on being a better person, having personal growth, working on their physical fitness. I'm not saying you have to want a six-pack, but if you'd like to be healthier, be able to do more. And then anyone that would like help with finances and just being in control of your life in every arena. I'm just so passionate about freedom of choice.
Absolutely.
Paying it forward too. We take this to other people, and they help us pay it forward to everybody, because we want everybody to receive.
Absolutely. Great people, great couple. Congratulations, by the way, for our viewers out there. They just got married 90 days ago. Newlyweds. Look at them. Hey, let's see that. Let's see both of your biceps.
Oh, wait, let's just do that.
Boom. Oh, you got it too. Look at that. I can see it through the workout jacket.
It's in the process of growing it.
Exactly. All right. Well, this has been Avi and Kyle. Plug in with Avi and Kyle. We're going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to get into some tech news. Avi just got back from CES. So we'll see you guys after the break.
Thank you for coming.
Welcome back.
Kyle is awake again.
This is Plug In with Avi and Kyle. Thank you for sticking with us through the commercial break. We just got off Skype with two amazing individuals, Amber and Robert, and their company, which is, I had it written down and I have it in my head, but now I'm nervous. It is not Improv City, that's for sure.
No.
Creatingadestiny.com.
Yeah.
Check them out. They're great people, and hopefully we're going to be hearing more from them about them, their journey, and my journey with them on our show.
Yeah.
But enough about that stuff. It's time to get into our tech talk, tech news, tech everything segment.
Tech.
Tech.
Yes.
First thing I want to talk about, because Avi, we have a ton to talk about with you because you went to the CES show this past week, and that's why you haven't been here all week, because you were sick.
From the CES.
From the CES. But before we get into that, I would like to talk about this article I read about iPhone addiction.
Okay.
People can't go to sleep if they don't know where their iPhone is, or they can't go to dinner if they don't have their iPhone.
Yeah.
They're addicted. Like,
they are.
It's an actual addiction.
It's like being on heroin almost. Yeah.
They can't function without their phone.
They can't go anywhere without the phone. It's like their lifeline connected, or their life is connected to the phone. If the phone is not there, they are lost.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yep.
That's getting pretty bad.
Yep.
That's getting pretty bad. I mean, I know, like, my wife's brother, he just has a regular flip phone.
Yeah.
But you know his situation.
Yeah.
So he freaks out when he can't find his phone because he likes to have everything neat and orderly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've seen people who are like, it's time for us to go do something, and they say, I can't find my phone. We can't go if I can't find my phone.
Yep. And not only that, they go to bed with almost the phone in their hand till the last minute before they close their eyes, texting and doing things on the phone.
And if it's not there, they can't sleep.
No.
It's like a
and
anxiety.
because it's there, they are unable to
sleep. Yeah.
So they wake up miserable and they go to bed
crazy.
miserable.
I mean,
it's heroin addiction.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I love my phone just as much as the next person, I suppose, but I don't imagine if I could do that.
No, I think I have a limit. Like after 9 o'clock, I plug it on the charger. I don't touch it till the next morning.
But you're our 65-year-old guy.
Even 85, I will be doing the same. Or even 25, I will be doing the same thing. There is a limit. Yeah. It's like if you are on heroin or whatever, anything in excess, it's going to be addiction and going to be harmful to yourself.
I have a question.
Yes.
Party grandma.
Uh-huh.
That's Arna's mom.
Yep.
Is she addicted?
I think she is.
Oh, no. Party grandma, get some help. Please get some help.
But not late. She's all day. She sits on and she's playing Sudoku and solitaire on her iPhone.
Yeah.
And yesterday I passed by the toilet and she was in there and I hear the clicks of the solitaire.
Yeah.
She was playing.
Well, she was here for a whole day last week.
Yeah, and you put her like a little kid with a phone and she's happy.
She's happy. Yeah. Oh, man. I heard
91
I heard from her one time.
Yep.
Yeah, but she is up and at 'em when she wants to be, though.
Yep.
But she's in front of that. She had to be on the phone, and then it was solitaire on the computer.
Yep.
But I did see her doing some Sudoku by hand.
She does Sudoku by hand. She does a Sudoku on the iPhone, and she have even the Kindle.
Yeah.
And she reads every book on the planet. She's reading all day, all night.
Yeah.
The book, the one, This Was a Man, she already bought it and read it.
Oh, really? Well, for those of you out there that feel like you have phone addiction, welcome to the club. I don't think that addiction is going anywhere soon.
You need to see your psychiatrist soon.
Just forget it. You're fine. We're good. So, Avi, I want to get into this because we're going to run out of time, and we have to talk about it. First of all, our guest from last show, Dr. Freeman, was at CES as well.
Yes, they were
won an award.
The machine,
First place in the pitch competition.
Yes.
Wow.
In the
it's 3D printers and sensors.
Yeah. It's
category.
the sensors and what have you, all the health in the Eureka Park in the Sands. Yep. He won actually. He was demoing his unit in there, but that particular area they had all the newer technologies with kids, with innovation and ideas, everything you think about. And even though the CES is dominated by the Samsung and LG, but when you go to the smaller shops and the smaller places, that's where you see the real true technology evolution. Most of the stuff in the bigger places, LG and all this, it's the same old.
Well, maybe I'll get to go next year.
Yeah.
Since you've gone 2 years,
you can go.
I didn't go last year.
Next year you go. I'll stay.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm going to wear a mask and take Tamiflu or whatever I need.
Everything.
So congratulations to Dr. David Freeman.
Yes.
Friedman. That's awesome. We're really excited. I hope we come back on the show. We can do an update with you.
Yep.
So let's get into, Avi, your experience.
Yes.
Like an evil scientist, I got to know all the latest stuff. I saw some videos online, like BMW debuted their laser lights for their headlights for their cars. I saw,
Audi
this
drove
and
their car autonomously from San Francisco to Las Vegas.
Wow.
Mercedes, they are bringing futuristic car that you can sit in the back and the car will take you anywhere and everywhere. It looked awesome, but more like an airplane on the inside. But supposedly it's coming. But the same old. Everybody had the LG, the high definition 4Ks. That we saw 105 inch with Samsung high def that bend. Literally, you can make it curve or flat. If you want it more cinematic, you can curve it, and it's unbelievable. And if you have too many people and you don't want to curve it, you can make it flat, and it's regular TV.
Do you like hit a button and it does it automatically?
Yeah, remote control.
Because I was gonna say, can you imagine, like, I have OCD with stuff like that. So if you bend it yourself and then you go to bend it back and it's not perfect, that's all I could focus on.
No.
I'd miss everything.
Remote control.
That's a good idea. Good idea, LG.
Yeah.
What else? What else did you get into?
Everybody is in the watches. The sensor watches,
yeah.
everybody. But the dumbest thing was from LG. They made the watch like the normal round watch. So it didn't look any sophisticated watch. It looked like any watch that you buy for $10 in the store. But they are coming supposedly with sensor and sleep mode and this mode.
So what they do, just bring a watch and say, we're going to turn this into something smart.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. But everybody's in that waiting for the iPhone for Apple to release. I saw one guy already ahead of the pack, a charger for the watch, for the Apple Watch.
Yeah.
And it's like $200. You put the phone, the charger on it, and charges it. Another thing for selfie people, there's actually a drone that you can throw up and take pictures of you instead of holding the stick.
I can't wait for that to catch on.
$99.
That's it.
That's it. With a camera, high definition. You throw it. It's programmed to go like so many feet away from you, slam your pictures, and come back to you.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Did you test it out?
They were testing it in front of us.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, they have 3D printers that they can print drones on it, and it's like $99. You pay about a couple $100 for the printer and the chemical, the plastic that they make it out of. They had enough drones to cover Mission Viejo from China, from Korea, big drone, small drone, pocket drone, handheld drone. Everything drone, but whether we can fly them or not, that's another story.
Can you imagine if you could? Just everyone throwing out.
Yeah,
we're gonna go Leaning Tower of Pisa, throw it out there, and then have to hold up the tower and stuff.
Yes, yeah. But the most 3D printing and
before I forget, because you said it earlier, 3D printing a couple of seconds ago, I saw. Tune in. Look at it here in my eyes, people.
Yeah, you saw.
Chocolate 3D printer. 3D prints in chocolate. They revealed it at CES.
Okay, could be. I saw.
No. Not could be. Is. They printed these big squares, like geometric shapes of chocolate.
I mean, they were printing everything and anything.
Yeah.
And, Qualcomm. Qualcomm showed a little tank, literally, like they have the treads on it, a tank that can go any obstacles and all this, and it has 8 propellers. They click and the thing start taking off. The whole, this big, it start taking off with the remote control like a drone.
Yeah.
And it has some kind of mechanism underneath, can land, and then you drive it on the tracks and can go any obstacles and pick whatever from whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know the idea behind it.
Yeah, why put, if it's going to fly, why even?
I don't know. I don't know. Everybody.
I guess we can't fly into some place
to make all kind of ideas about drones.
Yeah.
everybody wanted to be in the drone market, I guess. And they have smart drones. They have drones that being programmed with an iPhone, iPad. I mean, they all are. You can watch and all this, but these, you can put the program on and tell them the navigation, and they will go in the navigation. You just put your circle on, and they will go in the circle on the map that you highlighted.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you think out of everything you saw? Because I know you saw a ton.
Yeah.
And I'm guaranteeing, knowing you spent a lot of time in the video and cinematography area.
We did.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
You wouldn't be the owner of a studio if
Yes.
you didn't care about that stuff. Okay, non-video, non-cinematography, coolest thing you saw?
Coolest things I saw.
Like something that really stuck out.
To tell you the truth, this year almost nothing because it's the same stuff from last year. Now the virtual reality goggles, the Oculus, you had to make an appointment to go see them, and the line was like 3 miles long.
Wow.
And everybody debuting those as well, the virtual reality.
Oh, besides
goggles.
Oculus.
Yeah, Oculus, and there's every Chinese company in there. The other stupid thing that I saw but I couldn't understand, it's Sony with their Walkman, $1,200 Walkman that they're coming up with, digital, whatever. It looks as the size of the iPhone 6 Plus, a little thicker, and it costs $1,200.
What is it?
And it's a Walkman.
Like an MP3 player or a tape player?
No, MP3 player, Walkman. And I couldn't figure out who will pay for it or why do you need it.
You didn't ask?
I couldn't fit. I mean, I went there and everybody was saying the same thing. It's like going backward in technology, but supposedly it's high fidelity and
Oh,
this
so
and
it's
that.
got like all that stuff
Yeah,
built
but
into it.
with the headphones you're wearing, it's not going to pick anything. You need a headphone worth like.
Sounds like it might be one of those ones because there's a lot of audiophiles out there who buy the, the thing that attaches to an MP3 player to give it that record.
Yeah,
kind of
but there's
warm
6 of them
tone.
around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to make money. No wonder they got hacked at Sony. And
$1,200 though.
$1,200, yeah, for an Walkman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do they still call them Walkmans?
yeah.
Oh
it's a
my
Walkman.
goodness.
The thinnest LCD. Nothing was exciting. This year it was maybe the most exciting was the car. The cars were the point. It's like somebody said that they are turning from a consumer electronic show to more like car show. They had the North Hall. It's nothing but cars, from Mercedes to Toyota to Lexus to BMW and. A lot of hydrogen cars. They had the SUV from Tesla.
Oh,
Yeah,
how was that?
4 doors.
Yeah,
Dual swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool looking and interesting technology, and that's about it. Everything else that I saw this year, I saw last year, and some of the stuff we saw last year and this year, they might not even make it to the market.
Oh, so they basically just kind of.
Recycle,
recycle.
Yeah, I think the best time to go it's every like 3 years.
Oh yeah,
to see changes.
Yeah. So what would you say, cinematography wise, was probably one of the coolest things you saw?
They have the same cameras.
Stuff
we
too.
went to Canon. They had the same. They had a couple new cameras. Oh, one thing they did, Nikon did. They put 48 cameras in a circle, DSLR. And they had people standing there and jumping, and the 48 cameras will take, and it gives you the same effect of the Matrix.
Yes.
The slow-mo, going down. And people looked like they were acting even by just sheer jumping, and the cameras will take, and then they stitch them. And the way they play them, it was amazing.
Did you do it?
No, I didn't. Everywhere you go, there's
There's a
lines.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to wait.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only line I think would have been worth it, it sounds like, is the chocolate 3D printer.
Yeah, that's
line.
it. Yeah.
All right, Avi. Well, we're out of time.
Yes.
Join us next week. We've switched our release date to Thursdays.
Yeah.
So we will see you guys again next Thursday. Thank you to our guests for coming on today. We have a new show coming from OC Digital Studio. It's called Pacific Coast Spotlight. Miera Jennings, our program director here, is the,
And the
host of
host.
it. She is going to be going out around our area and seeing new businesses, having experiences. It's a really cool show. So keep your eye out for that. Other than that, thank you to OC Digital Studio. Thank you to the crew. Check out ocdigitalstudio.com. You can see us on iTunes and YouTube. We'll see you guys next week.
And if you want to be a guest or sponsor of the show, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
You can let us know through the website.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Peace out.